Peace from the Garden of Feodora. This is the father of Feodora, and unfortunately, Feodora herself isn't here. I'm going live right now, kind of as a test. I may want to start doing some live things, even where I'm on camera, kind of just showing how to mix dirt and different things in the upcoming season. But right now, I want to do this because I want to try to maybe interact with some of my subscribers or gain new subscribers and get my view count up, because as we know, right now YouTube is talking the whole 4,000 watch time hours, and I really want to get this channel monetized so it can, subsidize my income and keep me homesteading and homeschooling my child if need be. But anyway, let's just see what's going on here. This is actually a tomato plant that I topped from, I believe it was this guy here. And what I did was, it was a sucker that came out, and I had some extra dirt in the pot, so I put it right in there. We're going to keep an eye on that. This is some basil I had, and I'm going to take you over here real quick. I'm not going to show my entire house. From this plant right here, and this is cat food for little kitties that's running around. And this plant, it's okay. It's just kind of, really tall for basil in the home, I suppose. But yeah, so I pulled it off there, and I'm trying to start it over here. All right, a little spider plant that I have sitting here, and I was teaching my daughter about how just everything in life loves to live and loves to give birth. And as you see down here, we have let me move this out the way. Down here we have the offshoots. We have some babies growing. So I took one of the babies, it was about this small, about 2 weeks ago, and I put it in here. And look how big it's got. She was amazed when she saw it. And I did the same thing a few days ago right there. I may have buried that a little too deep because it's losing its green, so I don't know if it's going to make it. This right here is also a tomato plant. Remember, I don't know what kind these are exactly. This is from a piece that got too long. And matter of fact, I'm going to chop this back right now. I'm going to throw it in here and let it compost. There we go. And right there. And I'm going to let that grow and sprout and see how it does. In here is actually okra. I put this in here, I think it was yesterday. So there's about 4 or 5 okra seeds in that. This is the mighty cantaloupe I've been updating you guys on. And look how it looks today. Look at that. See all that condensation happening inside of there? I'll pull the top off so we can burp this thing. Look at that. Looks good down there. All right? And as you see, look, there's another little sucker coming off right there, because I popped one from up here, so it's going to make this stalk get thicker. And I just have these in some pots, just random pots that I got. I have to water that. It's a little dry. This plant right here I've had for years, and it started to fall back. It wasn't doing too good. So I decided to put it into a nice large pot. It was in a pot like this with this one. See this? This is another one of those same plants. I put it in here, and in the bottom I put a banana and an egg, and then I gotta put a little more dirt in there. I'm seeing what's going on. It compacted once I watered it. It's doing extremely well, actually. It's the best I've seen it do in months. And I put a little fertilizer spike down in there, so this thing is gonna get enough food. And here we have some cuttings from a tomato plant. I believe these are chocolate cherries. I'm not sure, but see the roots there? Yeah. I just have it down here with water. And what I'm doing is, as this grows, I'm taking, look how white and clean those roots are. Should take one of the fish from the tank and put it in there. But yeah, as it grows, I'm pulling pieces off and I'm kind of cloning them. This is some aloe. I think this piece right here may be ready to come off. I'm not going to pull it. This is a pepper. I have a lot of peppers growing. Well, I had a lot of peppers growing. And I don't know which seed that is. It's probably a piece of that Hawaiian spicy one, that Thai. And yeah, it found its way over here. I guess when you're dealing with a gardener, seeds drop everywhere. And this is the mighty, mighty aloe given to me by my wonderful mother. And it's doing good. It was in a pot, and the cats kept urinating in it because they're crazy like that. And yep, I moved it over to a brand new pot, and it seems to be doing well. Don't mind me, I'm fooling with the screen. Alright, that's doing well. These are some pepper plants. These are I believe these are multiple color rainbow peppers. I did an update on those, but I didn't show you them in the last week or so. Look how large they've grown. Those are beautiful. I gotta individualize them, take them out, and put them into a container similar to this. So yeah, I'm gonna water those in a second. This is a pink pounder tomato that I think just didn't come up. Now I planted pink pounder seeds last year too, and they just never came up. So I think I may have a whole bag of seeds that are just duds. This is my, in here, that is persimmon seeds. I don't know how long they take, but they've been down for over a month now. So maybe, you know, it takes a while. I'm going to let them sit there and do what they do probably all season. Maybe they'll come up next season. I've had seeds that I've planted and left alone. And then 2 years later, I forget it's in a pot. But I planted something else in the pot, and it'll come up and it'll push whatever's there out the way. And we have this. This is a battle that my plant lost here. This is my green juice I made this morning. This is a battle. I made a video where I was dealing with little red spider mites, and they won. They destroyed my plant, you know. And as you see down here, oh, I didn't see this one. I saw this one. The seeds from this plant, you know, I guess when they fell off, they began to grow. Everything in life loves to live. You have to understand that. And two came up. These are just orange peels. I eat a lot of fruit. And especially with like oranges and things, I'll just take the peels and drop them inside my plants. And they tend to get along very well like that. You know, it eventually breaks down and turns into nutrients for the plant. See, I don't need this. Even stuff like this I'll break down and help feed the plant. And then I may take a layer of dirt, just a real thin layer, and cover that up. Probably, I may do that today. I could do it with this actually. This is some dirt that I had that was growing this in it. And it didn't do well at all. Once I brought it home, it was no good. It wasn't $6.59. It was on sale for like $2.50. Maybe even they knew it was on its way out. I don't know. It looked good when I got it. But, you know, it didn't last. And that's what I mean. See that? We just take this and we cover that up. Boom. There you go. So, yeah, give that a shot. If you eat fruit or have kids that eat little halos or oranges and apple peels and things like that, little pieces of banana, cut the banana up, though. Or you can dig a little hole and just bury the whole banana peel in your pots. That's pretty decent. That's what I have going on here in the window. Let's get over to, oh, I didn't speak on this yet. This is, hold on, I'll put this in here. This is some mel orange seeds. One of my favorite fruits. This didn't come up yet. I just planted this a few days ago. This is some ghost peppers given to me by a beautiful lady in Hawaii. And this is spaghetti squash. I planted those a few days ago as well. This is my lemon. Aha. That's still doing very good. That's a lemon. And this is a lemon too. Right there. Both of those are lemons. Let me take you over here to my other lemon. This is another one. That's a tea bag. See how I have orange peels in there? That tea bag is going to compost. Again, just like you saw me do previously, I want to throw some dirt on top of that. That's another lemon seed. It wasn't doing good at all. So I put it inside this bin and decided to water it from the bottom because I think the water was just getting on top and then just kind of running through the dry dirt and escaping. And it's standing up. It's doing fine. It was the leaves were laying down. It was extremely sad. Now let's move on. This is the Thai chili pepper plant I was talking about. I believe this is the plant that actually came in and wreaked havoc. I believe this is the one that gave off the bugs that got into my other pepper plant. But it was good, and these are spicy, and I make a great curry chicken, and these helped me out. What I saw, see, I moved it over here to the dark, so it's not getting the light that the other plants are getting, but these fell off. You know, some of them dried up and fell, or they cracked. See how this one did? And the seeds fell down, and there was multiple little pepper seedlings growing in here. But I moved it away from my other plants, and as you see, they fell back. I'm not really worried about it anymore. Maybe the stalk is still good. I can put it outside in the garden and let it grow this season. So let's move on. Over here we have, I believe, is a wandering Jew. Now, funny story about this plant. I went to, I believe it was it was a plant store, sorry. And we got a whole bunch of plants that day. And there was a piece of this plant, probably about no bigger than this, on the floor. So I decided to pick it up. I was drinking a cup of water. I picked it up and threw it into the cup of water, and I was like, I'm gonna take this bad boy home. And I planted it in here, and this is what happened. It's been about 5 or 6 months or something like that. And look, it's still growing. Look at that. That bright green means new pieces. I have to water this too. And it's in a low lit area, you know, of the house. But it's doing well, and shout out to me. That's one of my paintings. And let's move on. This little cactus my daughter loved. I bought that about a year ago. It's still doing fine. They must grow extremely slow because it looks exactly the same. This one recently took its last breath, and I believe it's my fault. I planted it in here. It was in a container like this. Then I planted it in here, and there's absolutely no ventilation whatsoever, and I put some water in it. Not a lot of water, but the water probably sat in there and just destroyed the roots. Ooh, I didn't see these today. This is, let's see, red cherry tomatoes. All right. So I have some fantastic red cherry tomato seedlings coming up here. I have 6. Let's see if we can get this off without breaking it. If not, then I'm going to let it stay. No, it doesn't want to come off yet. I'll let nature take care of that. I have the bottles in here because sometimes I'll fill these with water. For instance, yesterday I had to take a long trip to Baltimore. And I just fill it with water, and then I just stick it down in here like this and let the plant drink as it needs. But this is my lemon. This is a, I forgot what this is called, just a standard vine plant. And it's vining way up here, way over here, and over there. Hey, there's Olive. Hi, Olive. Hi, Olive. Anyway, let's walk outside. Better yet, let's go up to Feodora's room and see how those seedlings are doing. Oh, over here in the corner I have more aloe, and I forgot what these type of plants are called, but I have those in there. I'm actually separate all those out, and as you see, this one is giving me children down there. See? So I'm gonna separate these out. And there's some more aloe. All right. This is the banana pepper. We're hoping this is going to come back to us. But I don't see any signs. It's green. The bark is still green if you scratch away at the wood. Excuse me. So we actually just may see something decent come up. And this is the update on our yellow cherry tomatoes, planted on the 29th of December. And I have a play channel for these too, so we're going to keep updating this through its whole entire life here. But as you see, we planted in a video, I believe we put down about 5, but only 3 came up, so it's pretty good. And all this scraggly stuff right here is actually pretty good. We had basil growing, purple basil, and each one of these pods is full of seeds. So check it out. You should see little black seeds come out. See that? Those little black things? Those are actually seeds. So we have a ton of seeds right here that I can actually resell if I want to. But I'm going to drop these down in here. And they smell like pepper. Oh, I wish you could smell it. They smell like pepper and basil. But yeah, so the seeds, little seed pods should fall in here and start germinating. We sprinkled some in here yesterday as well. And these are the last peppers we pulled off of that plant. So, follow me. Now we're going to go outside. Oh, these are the aloe. She loves aloe, the healing plant. I use it after I shave. I put it on my face. After I wash, I have, those who know me, they know I have really long dreadlocks. And I wash my dreadlocks with aloe, my beard. And you can also eat aloe. It's really good for indigestion and all that good stuff. Now we're outside. Let's check on the sewing. There's an area I need to clean up over there. Just things and stuff. But why am I showing you that? Alright. Oh, cool. Look, something came up. What is this? These are tomatoes with a question mark. Must have been some random, weird mystery tomatoes I had laying around. But 2 of them popped up. Looks pretty good. Not gonna complain. Now, I only have one problem. Maybe they came up a little too early. And it's I think it's mid-January here, late January. We still are in winter and we could get some snow. If snow comes, I believe, or it gets too cold, it's going to destroy those. But let's see. Let's see what's going on. There's nothing here yet, as it shouldn't be quite yet. Temperature isn't warm enough for it. No. As you see, I didn't even worry about burying these. This was what do you call that? Lettuce. I just sprinkled lettuce in there. Maybe I should put a layer of dirt on top of these to cover them up. Let's see. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. And all this stuff is new. This is a whole container full of spinach. And there's nothing happening here. Alright. Well, let's see if we can get Olive to come over here. Oh, one of the chicks. Hey, girl. And that's our last one. That's a Buff Orpington. We had a couple Buff Orpingtons, but we also had a couple of Hawks. So, that's the last one. Hey, Olive. So, you know, that's about it. I'm about to sign out of here. Maybe I can milk this thing for another 1.5 minutes and get a 20-minute video up. How's that sound? Anything you want to say, Olive? Hey, boy. Anything you want to say? You want to tell them how your worms are doing? How your worms doing, Olive? Oh, boy, I ain't scratching. How your fleas doing, Olive? Meow. That's my boy. He's a good cat. He's a really, really good boy. We rescued him from a home. Lady had many cats and she wanted to get rid of him. And we said, no, we'll take him and his little sister, right? We'll take him and his little sister. And what's weird about that is, a few days before, I was in a car with my daughter. And for some reason, she started crying. And I said, what's wrong, Fifi? She told me, I miss Reggae. Now, Reggae was a cat that we had about a year ago, and you know, so she said she missed Reggae, and I said, well, check this out. Sometimes if we want things or we wish for things and we're really pure in our heart and soul, we just may get those things. Hey, look, it's Shadow. So I said, maybe just wish for a little kitty. How about that? So she made a wish. And she said, Daddy, I wish for a gray kitty. I said, really? A little pencil color kitty, she told me. I said, all right. So I said, just hold it in your heart. You'd be surprised. So we came home. And, it was late. We went in the house and had our dinner. The next day, we came home. Well, the next day, we came out to the garden. And we went in the garden. We was checking on things. And we saw that happy little girl pouncing around in the garden. And I said, Cookie, look at that little gray cat. I call her Cookie sometimes. And she said, wow, I wish for a little kitty. She was so excited. What is he chasing? And but Shadow is an outdoor cat. She doesn't come in. And then she was like, but I still want a gray cat that comes in the house and plays and goes out and all that good stuff. And sure enough, then we stumbled upon Olive. And that's the story of Shadow and Olive. And as you know, we have another cat named Olivia, which is Olive's sister. And my daughter, you get her some pizza. She doesn't eat pork or beef, but she likes mushrooms and olives. She likes it so much she named her cats Olive and Olivia. I think that's about it for the day. Story time from the garden of Feodora, from the father of Feodora. I'm pretty sure if little Feodora was here right now, she'd say peace from the garden of Feodora. Anything you want to say, Shadow? Huh? Anything you want to say? Nah, I don't think so. One love. Stay blessed out here, man. Find love in your heart and keep that. And as always, peace from the garden of Feodora.